going on here in Atlanta. It's a 3-day festival that they made in November. So they decided to do it here at the World Congress Center. So they let me get a few free shots for today. And the ticket price is $40 for a 1-day pass. So this is what it's like coming in to the festival. This is a little mixing lounge, and I'm really not gonna record too many people because I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, but this is what the little mixing lounge looks like. You go in and everybody's just talking and interchanging ideas. That's what it is. Yeah, well, the live stream going on here. That's what this is. Alright, so we made it to the Dreamhack Festival on Sunday. And these are the wristbands that we got for the entrance. They have the little Wi-Fi registration machine here to see if it works. Was it? Oh, alright. Thank you. Alright. So I think this is a lot like Comic-Con and Dragon Con, and I didn't get to see anybody dressing up or to cosplay. They might have been here in the morning. They might have not been here in the morning. I'm not sure. If I wasn't here, I missed all that, but that doesn't matter to me, man. I just came to see. I paid to see. So. As you can see, this is a lot like the all this has to do with multiplayer gaming. I have to pause for a minute. So this good gentleman here let me record his setup, and as you can see, they're promoting a Death Carnival game. It's almost like third person. Well, it looks like a sort of like the Diablo programming. That's what it is right here. Another great game that I've been hearing about is Everspace. Everspace 2 now. And as you can see, there's people in this area gaming as well.
This game over here? Well, it's just like I was like, point me which game that is.
You can see all the sponsors that came out to this event. I wasn't too sure about Chipotle being part of this, but apparently they are. Oh, that's good. Best of computer builder, I would say. And I mean, you could build it yourself if you want. You just need to work for the money to do it. And you know, a lot has to do with respecting people's hard work, man. This is something they built, and if you think you could build something similar to it, and good for you. This is the AT&T area of the segment. Combat here. The scene machine. One of the big subjects from Atlanta culture is the conscious awareness of future reality. So I believe that there's people that are actually mistrusting of the gaming community because they think that we're going to use that against them. And I completely understand, but a lot of that causes mistrust issues that we don't, you know, it kind of tears away the love that we feel. It kind of makes us feel very uneasy, and it starts to decay the love in our heart because of how many people are afraid we might do something evil, you know. My thoughts about all this is that even after whoever got a chance to live dies, this stuff's still gonna go on, man. It's still gonna continue. It's still gonna live on with or without us. And I'm not here to oppose any of that because there's nothing that anyone can do anyways. It's gonna keep growing and growing, and it is what it is. I surely hope and wish that people are loving and kind in the future, but who knows? Obviously, it takes about $2,000 to do that, and I don't have $2,000 either. That's another issue that I wanted to touch on, as a subject I wanted to touch on. Is there's a lot of scholarships that are being offered to people that are serious about all this, so I would also like to let people be aware that reality is that they can have great benefits from being serious about their craft, whether it be computer buildup or software development and programming. That's something that, if you're gonna be a man on earth, you should take advantage of the art we have now. So I'm sure a lot of people here aren't just here for the games. They're looking for a way to make something out of themselves as well. I also checked out the prices on these gaming chairs, and they'll run about $600 at a electronics store. But if you can find them cheap, you could probably get them about for $200 if you really put some effort into looking at what's a little bit older than new. But I've seen a lot of these chairs and equipment at Fry's, and Micro Center has some of them, and it's a lot harder to get it delivered to you. But if you look around, you can find a lot of this stuff for yourself if you're being serious about getting into electronic culture and software development and programming. That's really what you love to do. So I'll end this segment with that. This is like a mix of dodgeball and, I would say, it's Tron-like. Like a reality Tron game. This is a kind of creativity that I'm all for. You know, this is just new future sports and whatnot. That's all coming anyway. It's not something anyone's gonna stop or also it's good for your health. You know, it just overall, you may not be a $7 million a year contract earning athlete, but that doesn't mean that you can't make something new, man. You know, you might not make millions of dollars out of this, but it might in the future turn into $1 million business. You don't know. A lot of this already is. That's so anyway, I don't have a lot of battery life and recording space on my camera, so I have to make these videos short and to the point. So just to give you an idea of the future. Well, it's gonna look a lot better than this, man. It's gonna end up being a lot more sophisticated and very advanced. So this is just just the beginning of the future, bro. Another new beginning. So, I'm not sure how many people undervalue how much goes into just making this a reality. So I know it takes that many intelligent and able individuals that make this happen. I think a lot of people underestimate how great all this is. So, I would say that for the city of Atlanta, if they had not hosted this event, you would not have seen it. So you need to appreciate what they're giving you a glimpse about. This is something that I mean, just think about what all these computers combined will do, man. That's the future, whether you believe it or not. Just this little area alone is, I would say, about 200 to 300 supercomputers. So think about that, 300 supercomputers. What is that going to cost? And for that reason, people are deeply terrified of the future. But my only advice to everyone is don't do anything bad with it. It's all good.
Find his play and really apply the pressure. Coming out, getting him all stations, getting the smash with the neutral B, and that ate his jump. As you can see right there, they were talking about Nerwell. He was trying to jump, but the neutral B, the arrow, ate that jump, and then he didn't realize what is it about this pit that's just stealing jumps. Hey, is that how he has so many? You don't think so? Every time Pit steals a jump, he gets another. You know, that might be the case, because it really is looking like a
This is just the Super Smash Brothers segment of it.
Doing so much work right now.
But this isn't the only video game that I imagine being promoted in the future. This is just one of the most popular ones. But if you think about how many other video games that you could be using this for, Diablo, for example, yeah. I don't know, the whole other 500, 600 games that we know about. So this is just something somewhat similar to an E3 Expo. And I'm not sure when E3 might come to Atlanta, if they have or they have not. But this is pretty much how it feels like. This is just a small portion of what they actually do in events like this. In other events, they actually promote a lot more things than just a couple of video games. Mafia thing. It looks like Guilty Gear X. That's another Street Fighter. Dance Dance Revolution. We didn't have all this stuff before. I just want y'all to know that. I remember that. Something like Lumine, Dance Dance Revolution. D-Zero is a Japanese classic from Initial D. There's a whole anime based on this.
He saw what was coming out and just reacted accordingly.
Here's an Oculus area.
Really frustrating. Right, and you understand way too. It's
What I was speaking to Sony about was integrating this with PlayStation Home. I think some of the best moments in my life were being on PlayStation Home. Went through a lot of good things. Other people get their fill and then seeing how much they thought about me after it. Speak for itself. myself being a master at Tekken, but I was pretty good at it. I won a couple times against a lot of people, but I wouldn't say I'm the best. Not like these guys. A lot of the things that I notice about what they can do is they know a lot about the game mechanics that a lot of people don't dwell into too much. There's a lot of moves that they can professionally use, depending on the programming. But gameplay. Eddie Guerrero using his capoeira. Realistically, one of the top 4 real martial arts. Good for them, man. They did a lot to make this happen, and they should be enjoying of it. Charity area, and some people asked me to donate some clothes this morning. I don't really have a lot of clothes, to be honest, man. So this camera that I'm using, I actually kind of ruined it a little bit because I tried taking the sticker out of the camera and I put the wrong substance on the camera, and it kind of messed up the plastic on the camera. So now I'm having to save up a little bit more money to get a new one, but they don't make this camera anymore. It was discontinued. Like the 60 gig multi-compatible chip that I don't know why they do stuff like that, man.
jumping away in the doorway and then coming back and instantly immuning himself from the CC. So used the Desert Fury and then calling his troops to action here. Almost getting a triple kill in his play. The mechanics from Devin was just top tier in this game.
We saw it was a little bit of an even game, I think, around the 10-minute mark. It was 4 after a very early possession. What was the turning point for
I'm actually very respectful of not accosting or harassing people. Misuse of technology. That's another legal issue that we're dealing with, is people harassing other people with their camera or misusing their phone. I mean, if you're not a public figure, you shouldn't, unless you absolutely have to.
That's what I was talking about. You know, you asked me one.
Like if something bad is going on, you know, something horrible.
All step up together. It's incredible. I mean, Zero's you couldn't game against that.
But if you're just messing with people with their camera, I mean, you're just messing with people with your camera, and that ends up becoming a big conflict. Also, my phrase is don't do bad things with your electronics and there won't be a problem. So that cold season is affecting me. That's the whole left side of the event. It's like the left area of the World Congress Center hall, event hall. As you can see, it's huge. You could throw a whole Ultra Festival here, or half of it. Well, let's go check out the other half. Check the gear out. As you see, some of the people here are using the Oculus Rift technology, but it's kind of dangerous if you have something on your face and you can't see what somebody might do to you. With the HoloLens technology, you'll be able to switch from the holographic mode so you can see if something might be happening around you that you need to be aware of immediately. If you have something on you that doesn't let you be immediately aware of your surroundings, that could be a safety hazard. for you, not because. But since this is the beginning of that technology, that's a lot of things that Intel and Samsung are going to have to think about, which is also one of the reasons that they took away the Google eyeglass from us. That they didn't let us use it or have it because they were scared about what people were going to use with that new technology. So that's part of that segment right here. It is one of the greatest things we've ever had. This is what it may look like now, but it's not. It's gonna be a lot better. I can say it's gonna mix with reality better in the future. It's gonna adapt to all the realities. Possibilities and risks and dangers that might be involved. So. This is something new Samsung came out with. I assume Life is Good, LG, or I have an LG phone as well. They're all but it's kind of like the new Nintendo. That's really scary. These are some of the best computers that they've made so far. They wouldn't even let me see this at Fry's. But it's gonna cost you. I highly doubt you could copy something that takes that much effort to make. So, you can copy all you want, you're not. You're not gonna get it exactly the same. Real fast on this subject.
Everyone that team really stepped up.
That camera pod or the camera crane, that's one of the basics to filmmaking. It's very expensive. It's not very easy to get one of those. You can see that they're recording a live show as I'm recording it. They're also recording their interview. This was a 72-hour show, and
one of the most amazing things I've ever been able to.
It was mind-blowing, man.
Like every year, just like what
E3 is mind-blowing as well, but this is the most mind-blowing thing I've been through recently.
6 years later, it's just good to be a part of it. Nick, any last words?
Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to watch this.
that they'll be here next year.
being a part of us. Sharing out
But
how you enjoyed
what happened with the Ultra Fest is that they didn't let them come back and they had to change the contract. So they actually have to prepare a very long time before they actually can rent out the whole space, because they could always change the contract at the last minute, and I've seen that happen before. That's what happened with the Ultra Fest. This is what the I want to say our controller, the controllers of our time look like. Taking a nice little history picture. Something we've never had before. All of the history of mankind. So I was saying earlier about this is the part nobody sees. A lot of hard work goes into loading all this up and then keeping it safe. And appreciate all the hard work that goes into making this a reality for everyone. But eventually the show must go on, and the next date, and the next, and the next, and for as long as possible. Mind-blowing stuff right here. And a little history on Japanese culture. And everything they did to share with us as well. I applaud them for all those good times that we had together.